Good afternoon, one and all. So my name is SelvaKumar. I am from First Solar. Just going to take you another 5 to 10 minutes to the max, not 10, 7, on circular economy. So the word circular economy, just it's about minimizing the waste, from our day-to-day life. If we have, siblings, we know my elder brothers. Clothes are going to be used for a younger brother. That is where the circular economy concept going to start in our day-to-day life, and that has been going to be embedded in future. Actually, it is an innovative approach about minimizing waste by keeping materials with economy, by repurposing it then continuously until it attains its end of life, and after end of life we need to ensure that it gets recycled. Circular economy is not just a concept, it's a pathway to the future where sustainability is going to be part and parcel in our life, right? So, circular economy, there are a lot of economy practices, CE practices in India, starting from, EPR, extended producer responsibility, mainly on the plastic, electronics, and packaging industries. It is very, very, very successfully running in India. And on waste management, yes, there are segregation, source segregation, and recycling, reuse, repurpose, and finally on there is a very very innovative approach or an on a concept of lifestyle for environment, where promoting sustainable, environmentally uh, less impact production processes. And these are all, these practices shows how India is very committed to circular economy. And nevertheless, where we sit in Tamil Nadu is also not lesser in terms of having the circular economic concepts over a decade. So starting from 2016, we have coastal restoration, where we care for mangrove restoration, marine life, and then blue economy to have sustainable fishing. And waste management, again we have source segregation, and all the waste management vehicles are being electronically, EV vehicles we have all over Tamil Nadu. And there is a very innovative technology in Chennai, basically because if you see in Tamil Nadu, the most industries are near belts of Chennai, Kanchipuram, Chengalpattu, Sriperumbudur. So the tertiary treated RO water, I'll just take a minute on it. See, this is an innovative technology or an process where Tamil Nadu government has taken an initiative of converting the sewage treated water and supplying to the industries who produce non-human contact products, right? So this has helped the industries to attain net water withdrawal for their production, mainly on in terms of utility scales, usage in utilities, in gardening, and other non-contact usages of water. This is an reversion. The industries in Chennai, we are not allowed to withdraw any water from the ground, and we use this tertiary treated RO water, which is one of its kind in India, and we are proud to be part to that. And this can be scaled up to Indian level, and it is not so going to be later than any. And coming to the renewable energy, see, renewable energy is key to India's energy security right now. We are third globally in RE production, targeting an impressive of 500 gigawatt by 2030, shows our strong commitment. So what environment benefit going to be by having 500 gigawatt in the year of 2030 is we will be reducing 1.4 billion tons of greenhouse gas emissions by that by annually by 2030. And this is not also only going to help us in terms of scaling up our renewable energy, it also going to give a lot of job opportunities for the people in India. And this is this and as we are from First Solar, we also have put up a plant and under the scheme of the same, where we are contributing to the third global renewable energy in terms of solar. And how circular economy and renewable energy can be clubbed together in terms, there are many, in starting from materials, sustainable sourcing, energy efficient process, and finally the life cycle assessment. So life cycle assessment is something very 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 key, and I'll just take you how First Solar does life cycle assessment in the product where we produce, right? So how First Solar, how First Solar delivers responsible solar. We call ourselves as we are a responsible solar organization starting from our production, right? So we take care of all our production is energy efficient process. We do our PV under a single roof, and we are the only solar manufacturing facility to have a recycling of solar panels within our manufacturing. It's an integrated part of our manufacturing facility, and we take care of social safety, diversity. And in India we are proud to say we are 40% diverse workforce we have in India. And on governance part, yes, we are over a decade we are disclosing our numbers, and we are EPEAT certificate, electronic product environment assessment tool, where we are lowest environmental footprint in production, because not all PV products are made equally. So comparatively, see, First Solar's PV is basically a semiconductor based, where we used cadmium, tellurium, and selenium as our base product for to produce, whereas silica technology is entirely different altogether. And this slide very clearly shows the difference between in the production. This is how we take care during startup or in the production phase itself. So we are 4 times lesser in carbon footprint. We are 4 times lesser in water footprint, mainly comparatively with crystalline silica. And also we have the highest energy return of investment with high irradiation. Our panel will generate an high, and we ensure that the customers or we ensure that we supply solar in a responsible way by taking care of production. So how do we contribute in circular economy? The semiconductor materials which we apply, which I said cadmium, tellurium, selenium, it's a byproduct of mining. It is not a direct materials. It's a byproduct of mining, and we displace in the grid for 30 years, and then we take back the after end of life. We do recycle. We separate the glass, semiconductor material, and the laminate sheet. The semiconductor material is reused back in our production. We attend life cycle assessment, and we have a circular economy in that per se. And we are the only solar manufacturing facility in India to have recycling at its manufacturing. And coming to the challenges right now we have, and opportunities, I'll just directly jump into the opportunities, the last slide. So the regulatory framework right now in India for mainly on solar panel, it mainly difficults the solar panel manufacturers to see how to do the recycling, right? So right now, as per e-waste management rule, solar panel has come under e-waste in 2022, and we have an EPR target also for solar panels. But right now, since there is no clear on recycling, we are asked to store the panels until 2035. So where it is a very difficult for all the industries to have. So the regulatory framework is something which needs to be taken care in terms of recycling, and we ensure that we as First Solar, we can also contribute to the policy makers, where we can able to do the some initiative in terms of recycling, as we are doing right now. And awareness is obviously the awareness, stakeholder engagement, and financial support is something which is required for solar panel recycling, because having a target which was set for 500 gigawatt in 2030, it doesn't mean that we are going to be 100% sustainable. Only we will be 100% sustainable only if we see that by 2030 we can able to handle the solar waste as well, which is going to be very boom requirement in India, which is been unnoticed. It has to be noticed at the same time. How we at the moment, the phase we go for installation of solar panel, at the same time we need to ensure that we have very good recycling technology in India to handle the solar waste, which is going to be very in tons and tons, thousands of tons in future. So that's in my presentation. Thank you.